He is the strong, silent type.
Richard Humann is a human being.
Very serious.
Artistic, very talented, thoughtful, more
Human,
sensitive than he may
kind,
want to let off to be
generous.
about things. I enjoy his company.
Thoughtful,
I enjoy my conversations
ambitious,
with him. He's got a lot of experience,
preserving,
a lot of culture. He knows how to do a lot of
challenging,
things. I love Richard.
loyal,
If I had to go on the front lines, I would definitely trust having him next to me.
open-hearted,
Without a doubt,
exalted,
my life has been made better
thinking,
because he's been in it. He's also very resourceful and knows
effective,
many, many people,
discerning,
several who have also graced my life.
grand,
And he also has a good choice in women.
ferocious, humble,
Richard Humann is my
kind,
friend. I think his art is an excellent
laborious,
representation of today's time.
cognizant,
I
durable,
really love the filtering process of his mind. He filters
obstinate,
life and outputs it through his
informed,
art. Fuck, motherfucker.
rational,
Love boat, soon we'll be making another
hungry,
run. Love
passionate,
boat. Thank you.
preserving, placating, populist,
Rich Humann makes
praising,
strong economy.
proud,
I
punctual,
think Richard Humann's more popular than
zealous,
Jesus.
fervent.
Oh, Richie, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Richie.
Richard
Hey,
Humann
Richie.
is more human than most. He is a very supportive artist of other people and is so non-competitive. He shows
He's
up
one
at
of the
all
most
your openings
thought-provoking,
and
personally,
is usually a pretty
personally-
happy guy.
Let me find the word. Personally intriguing artists that have ever worked on the sidewalks and structures of Manhattan. Yeah,
Richard
I
is a
had
wonderful
lot to say
guy.
about Richard.
I like being
but I'm
around
realizing I
him.
have a pocket full of
He is
quarters.
intense,
So I think I'm just going to do
very
my wash
driven,
instead.
completely devoted to his art.
I admire anyone that can add a
He's
consonant
sexy,
to their name. I
charming,
admire anyone who
polite,
controls space with saliva.
passionate,
I admire
generous,
anyone who
political,
cuts
and
off their
innocent
ponytail
too.
and grows a better one. I
His
admire
ego is
anyone.
almost as big as his dick.
This is a
I
man
am
with
so
integrity.
proud of the man he
This
has
is a guy
turned
who
out
sticks
to
to
be.
his guns.
And if I had
A
to
man
be
who will not
stranded,
waver.
it would be
He
him
will
that
not
I would
back
want to
down.
depend on.
He said he was
I
going to be
love
an
him.
artist, and I said I was going to work. I said I was going to
Outwardly
make
strong,
the money, you know?
inwardly
Do it now.
fair.
What I was thinking about was our goals. And he
Good
stuck to his
braid,
guns.
panic,
I went and strayed.
Idea spinner.
And Rich is making it, man.
Spins with joy.
Rich is going to be famous.
Kind,
He's the man.
powerfully
He's got
kind.
integrity.
Panic.
There you go. That's Rich.
Naive on life. Ambitious. Good soul.
Who's Rich Humann?
Tempers his whole self.
I think he should be cloned and
Believes
locked
in
into a
success
room with himself.
conflicting with good soul. He wonders where this conflict will leave him. I am much more comfortable with him when engaged in
I don't know who this Rich
conversation.
Humann guy is, but I think the me generation is,
Initially,
well, from
he
the
reminded
past
me
and
of
very
a
last
marmot,
century, okay?
So sleek and self-assured, very talented,
Richard
and I
is
admire
geometric
his
art.
ideas and concepts.
Human, the brand. Streamlined
Richard is
hair,
an intellectual.
intense presence, Mac G3 in each hand.
He has the most beautiful braid.
Not an artist. I think he's a very nice
Who
guy, and
is
he comes
Richard
across
Humann?
very intense and serious also. I'm not too familiar with his artwork,
He has
so
a
don't
big
hold it
heart
against
and
me
solid
if I'm wrong
concepts
about this,
informing his
but I would
artwork.
probably think he's also
He
very
does,
serious
however,
with that.
bear a striking
And
resemblance
so I
to
would
Steven
say maybe
Seagal,
too
and I
serious.
sometimes
So
let that
lighten up,
confuse me.
have fun, all right? Ciao.
Richard always makes eye contact when
I
speaking
think
with
that
you
someone
or
once
listening.
mentioned that Rich
His
was
ocean
a
blue,
bigot and a
liquid,
racist,
unreal,
but that's
dreamy
just talk on
eyes
the
pull
street,
me
all right?
in, and as I stare at them, I feel I am going inside more and more. His eyes are intense and at the same time kind.
I think that Richard is a very generous person and that he shares his work with a lot of different people.
He is an
and
interesting
he really goes
person.
out there into the community to show his work, and I think he's a great artist.
He is one of the kindest and most
Well, he is a nice
unpretentious
guy.
New York
and
artists
He's got
I
an
know.
extraordinary mustache.
He is a big artist, a gentleman who makes art far
yes,
too
hi.
large for his studio.
When I first met Richard Humann, I was sort of intimidated
Richard's
by
best
him
work
in a
was
way.
completed at Harriman.
I didn't know
as a
exactly where he
graphic
was coming
designer.
from, but I knew that he was a very strong and serious individual.
Rich Humann is the bag
But as
of
I got
chips.
to learn and
I
meet him
repeat,
and his beautiful
Rich
wife,
Humann
I
is
realized
the
that
bag
he's a
of
decent
chips.
and beautiful man with a beautiful heart and as dear a person
Richard
as
is
you can find
tall,
in the city of New York.
has a long
which is very
ponytail,
rare. And I
and a
appreciate his
mustache.
friendship, and I wish him most success, which I'm sure
Richard
he will.
is for the birds.
And I'm just very glad to have met someone like him, especially in the Big
He
Apple.
is real,
And I will not bore you
profound
anymore.
and
I will
eager,
thank you very
a
much.
great thinker, but really an almost Huck Finish
Richard's
friend of
creative
sorts.
peak was hit in his
Valuable.
Haverstraw studio, the hub of the art world.
He has exceeded all the expectations of his friends of youth.
One time we
Or
were
has
sitting
he?
in a bar, and someone was talking about Richard.
don't
and they
know
called him a
so I
megalomaniac.
can't say.
I just smiled because I didn't know that big word. Yes, I think that Rich is handsome, elegant, intelligent, and sweet.
He is a living saint in
He's really
disguise.
ideal.
Not highly disguised, but my
actually,
experience
that's
with Richard
Magilla
has always
Gorilla.
been one
I'm
of a
sorry,
person
wrong
who
number.
extends himself with rare generosity, a bigness of heart, always ready to take care of someone
Richard
else.
Humann's work
He's always been
expresses
there
most
for me,
clearly
completely and
the
totally,
process of
anytime I've
idea
ever called on
becoming
him for help.
concrete symbol
A generous,
and how it
generous
translates
spirit.
back
Big,
into
big
thought
heart.
or idea.
A beautiful, beautiful person. A completely dedicated artist.
The
His integrity
aesthetic
about
of
his art
order.
is so strong and so beautiful and so true. He's a model of models to me, truly. That about sums it up.
Richard is the most buttoned-up person I know. He successfully juggles 2 homes, 2 studios, 2 careers.
I love
He's both
Richard,
a
and
conceptual
anything else I
thinker
can
and a master
do, I would be
craftsman.
grateful to help.
He's also an
because the way that he
opportunist,
gives to other
a quality
people in
that
this
serves
world,
him well.
there's really not enough that we could all do in return.
Yeah, I remember
Truly.
Richard Humann.
I love this person.
When it was just
He's wonderful.
with 1 N at the end. Is this 1-800 dial-a-mattress? Is this a sellout?
Okay, Richard is generous and friendly. I've
Organized,
known him a long
vital,
time, but not very well.
enthusiastic, prolific,
He's
confused
moved in the same
personality,
Brooklyn art world, but not
short-tempered,
exactly in the same
kind.
circles. He's got that wonderful long braid, and it's
He is
always
a very
pleasure to
creative
run
and
into him. We
productive
always
artist.
talk, and I love
He is
going to his shows
articulate
and
and
seeing his
concise in
work.
his aims, and is patient and a persistent craftsman. Also a very likable person.
Lovable, long-haired egoist.
Richard Humann is always ready and able, but not always willing. Seemingly in control of all that's around
Ambitious,
him, he
aspiring,
appears stoic
attentive,
and rigid.
articulate,
I've
advanced,
seen the lighter
accomplished,
side of his
adaptable,
personality.
adventurous,
As an
adroit,
artist, he's very
amiable,
dedicated
astute,
and
authentic,
focused.
able,
His art airs a
autonomous,
pureness that
aware,
is
awake,
unchallengeable.
and that's just the A's.
Possesses truth to a single thought with little emotion attached.